Hi guys, hope you enjoyed yesterday's video. Today we are going to discuss caffeine and the positive and the negatives of consuming caffeine. Just a interesting fact, over 90% of the Western population society consumes caffeine on a daily basis. Now, caffeine consumption can have some positives. It does give you that drive and that focus to be able to concentrate in that short period of time, and the alertness is definitely going to be a positive in the short term for any tasks that you need to get done. And what this can look like is a feeling of being in the zone and doing things with consummate ease. Studies have also shown caffeine intake can blunt hunger signals, so you wouldn't feel as hungry as normal, and also habitual caffeine drinkers have shown to have a higher calorific burn, so burning more calories throughout the day, and this is why it is kind of promoted as a tool, as a benefit to be useful for weight loss and weight maintenance. A role which caffeine plays within the body biologically is actually when you consume caffeine, it blocks a specific receptor within the nervous system, the one which normally tells you that you're drowsy because you've not got much energy. So what caffeine does, it blocks that receptor, and basically your body doesn't tell you that you're drowsy, so you actually feel more alert. The downside to this is people then become reliant on having the caffeine, especially in the morning, a time when you are going to be drowsy because you've just woken up. So it's very easy to go for the caffeine drink to make you feel that you need that to start the day. Some people also can be hypersensitive to caffeine or just mildly sensitive to caffeine, and these side effects could come in the form of a mild headache, mild anxiety. It will definitely affect somebody's sleep because of the amount of caffeine in the bloodstream, which is stimulating them and not allowing them to feel drowsy in the evening. So that's definitely something to be mindful of. And we've not touched on coordination, but people's coordination can be affected and they can feel a little bit jittery off caffeine. These effects don't affect everybody, but they can affect lots of people, so this is something to be mindful, to be aware of. It's also really important to be aware that caffeine does increase your blood pressure and your heart rate. So if somebody is exercising off caffeine or off coffee, they are putting themselves at more of a risk of serious cases, potentially even cardiac arrest. So just to put it into perspective, it's not the coffee that is a problem, it's the caffeine, it's the stimulant that actually can cause some people, not everybody, problems. Now, if you consume caffeine on a regular basis, this is going to have an effect on your stress levels. It's going to have effect, obviously, on your sleep. It will affect your sleep. We mentioned it can cause anxiety. Now, if you're already stressed through your own life in general, your lifestyle, your work status, your health status, this coffee will not be the answer, is what I'm saying here. And if you do consume too much coffee, there's going to be a heightened amount of stress, lots of cortisol within the bloodstream. This caffeine mixture with cortisol is not a positive thing. So if you want to have a healthy body and a healthy mind, just be mindful of the caffeine which you actually drink. So what we suggest is, if you're not sensitive to coffee and you want to drink caffeinated coffee, you can do. it's not a problem, but my recommendation would be just to try and keep it to a minimum. I've just touched on it. Maybe try decaffeinated drinks as an alternative. They taste very similar, if not the same. Depends on your taste buds. Or at least swap out a caffeinated drink for a decaffeinated drink if you drink several throughout the day. Try not to drink caffeinated coffee too close to the evening. It stays in your bloodstream for 6 hours. It has a half-life of 6 hours. So if you're going to be going to bed at 10 o'clock, definitely try not to consume a coffee after 4 o'clock. That would be my advice. If you do drink coffee, just be mindful that it is a mild, and I do say that, I stress that, it's a mild diuretic. So you need to drink a little bit more water as well. And if you do have trouble sleeping, try cutting out the caffeinated drinks entirely and see if that helps. So there we have it, a little discussion on coffee and caffeine primarily. I hope again it's been informative. If you do have any questions, feel free to give us an email. If you've not seen any of the other videos, give them a little look as well. That'll be brilliant. It's all there for you, just to give you that little bit more information, a little bit more knowledge, and just to help you in these times.